Hello, YouTube. Uh, I know it's been a while. Sorry about that. It's been pretty busy, and I've been spending my free time getting in what reading I can because I've got a ton of books this month. Not so much manga though, but we'll jump into it and we'll get to it. So, starting off our haul for May 2019, we have the first volume of Happy Sugar Life, put out by Yen Press. And this is a sort of horror, sort of. I don't want to say it's a Yuri, but it's kind of. It's a lot of fun and has fantastic art and really good twisting stuff. I do have to give some content warnings. There's like attempted sexual assault and stuff, and it is about a girl who is obsessed with a child. And also, there's another character that's also obsessed with a child. You don't see anything sexual with the child, or at least that I know of. I've only seen up to like the first 5 volumes, but I believe this is just ending in Japan in like a month. I think the again it's June 22nd or something, and it's going to be 10 volumes total, so it's not a long one. As far as a horror goes, it's actually pretty good. It's one of the few manga that has made me sort of viscerally go, "Oh shit," and make me kind of uncomfortable, but not in like just a gross out way, but in a like sort of anticipation of what's coming kind of way, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm describing it right, but so that's the first thing I got here. Next up here we have Laid Back Camp Volume 6, which just came out. I'm staying caught up on this one because it is a ton of fun and I really enjoy it, and it's just super sweet. I love my Slice of Life series. You're probably going to see a lot of them, a lot more than you will other stuff on this channel, but yeah, I'm surprised at how fast these volumes are coming out, because it seems like there's one every 2 months or so, and I'm not sure how many are out in Japan right now, but I would think we're getting close to caught up, but who knows. So yeah, fantastic, great read. I love the art style. I don't know if I can find somewhere that shows it, but all the shading's kind of done digitally with straight lines. Yeah, this camera I don't think can. Oh no, yeah, you can kind of see there by the bus. It's all like just straight lines used for shading. It's a really cool sort of effect you don't see really in any other manga or anything, so that's cool. Next up here I got Murcielago 10 that came out. It is still wrapped. I haven't gotten around to reading it yet. And because it's wrapped, you can guess what this kind of content is. Also a little shark suit, and those are hands. I know what you're thinking, they're hands. But yeah, so this is similar to Happy Sugar Life. This is a Yuri serial killer horror type manga, which seems to be popular lately, but I enjoy quite a few of them. I'm actually curious if Trash will get an English release at this rate, but I really enjoy Murcielago. I think it's a lot of fun. It's super over the top, but I do have to give a content warning for literally every single anything that could be in here. Like, the warning's on here for a reason. Pretty much everything that could be upsetting is probably in here somewhere. It doesn't take itself seriously, but there is a lot of that content because it's so over the top kind of horror gore. So do be warned with this one. And yeah, just really look out, because you want to enjoy books, you don't want them to make you uncomfortable. And next up we got I Dreams at Dusk, Shimanami Tasogare, Volume 1. This book and series is amazing. It's actually great that this is like the beginning of June that I'm showing this one off, because it is really good. It's a really good tale about finding yourself, sort of, and LGBT representation, and being queer in a society that doesn't really understand, and finding your place in that society and others like you. And it's really good. The author, I believe, is, I've seen sites citing they go by gender X, and then others saying that's a form of non-binary. So, it's by a queer author, which is super cool. Also, the author to Nabari no O, which I still have to finish collecting. I'm really upset because as soon as this came out, it's been sold out for a while, but the prices have jumped on all the Nabari no O volumes. They're all up like another $7 from what they were, and it's like, I can't afford all these. I only need like 7 more volumes, but like $20 each. I can't justify it. But yeah, so that's a lot of fun. That's a good series I'd recommend. And then I got Wandering Sun, Volume 6, another fantastic LGBT series, queer series. And just an amazing like hardcover release with like color pages somewhere in the beginning here and stuff. Though a warning with this one, it is out of print. These volumes are getting hard to find, and they only go up to volume 8. Fantagraphics dropped the series, so it's not coming out past volume 8, which really sucks. I'm really hoping there's a license rescue by Viz or someone, since they just did Blue Flowers, and that they'll finish it, but they probably won't do these releases, so I'm buying these releases I can just because I know they're probably going to be the better, higher quality release, and I'm not going to, even if it won't match all of my shelves, I do really like these releases and really want them because these are absolutely gorgeous. Fuck you, Fantagraphics. I know they're probably not making enough money off it, but that's because they don't advertise manga, and it's not really a place you usually buy manga. It's usually where you can get really cool, like, European comics, but yeah, they just kind of didn't advertise and it got screwed over. And then the last sort of manga stuff I got Clockwork Planet Volume 1 and 2 of the light novels. I got these both for about $6 Canadian, which is super cheap because they're usually like 17. I found a site that sells books really cheap, but it has very little manga. They have graphic novels though, so you're going to see a lot of graphic novels because I bought a ton from this site that's all like 30% value because it's all like discount liquidated books, which is super cool. But yeah, I'll get to the rest of those that I got for graphic novels and stuff. But yeah, I got these two. I'm really looking forward to reading these. The anime was and then the manga, the first volume, seemed better, but then the manga ended and these were still ongoing, so I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna drop the manga and just read the light novels. So that's what I'm doing. I'm selling out the manga and just gonna stick with the light novels. And Ryuzu is still one of the best, coolest designed robot characters I've seen, and top tier waifu. Next up, though, getting into graphic novels, because there are a lot here compared to everything else. First up, I am selling off my Descender collection, because they finally announced the second hardcover, so I bought the first hardcover, and the second one comes out in December, and that'll complete my series in the oversized hardcover editions, which are just gorgeous. And I've sold off my my trade paperbacks for this, so look forward to seeing the next of these. I also sold off my trade paperbacks to Monstrous and pre-ordered the first one of these for that comic as well, but that's not out yet, just a pre-order. Next up here, which I got on sale from my local comic shop, is Johnny the Homicidal Maniac Director's Cut. This is Yonan Vasquez's first comic, the creator of Invader Zim. I've meant to read this forever because, it's a big Invader Zim fan as a kid, and the movie's coming back and is interested, so it was on sale really cheap. I decided to pick it up. I do need to pick up the Invader Zim comic sometime as well. I'm planning to get the oversized hardcovers of those when I can find them cheaper. Next up, I got High Crimes, which, as you can see by my bookmark, is the graphic novel I'm currently working my way through. It's pretty interesting. I saw people recommending it, which is why I bought it. It's usually $26 Canadian. I got about 16 used. As you can see, there's a remainder mark there on the bottom. But yeah, it's interesting. It's a former disgraced athlete who's working with a guy who goes up Everest and will reclaim bodies for a price. That's their job because, so many people die up there, which if you've been listening to news, there's a lot more people dying up there, and it's just people shouldn't be climbing it. But so they grab one body, bring it down, and they find microfilm in it with government secrets. And it turns out this guy was a former government agent. This is like all first chapter pretty much. And it kind of becomes a race between CIA agents trying to reclaim the body and are willing to go to no lengths to keep those secrets safe, and our protagonist who's trying to find the body first so they can like sell the secrets, sort of. They're like kind of trapped where they have to get it first to have the bargaining leverage. But yeah, it's interesting. It's very introspective. It's a lot about the character trying to find themselves, which unfortunately means if you want a story like this, you should just play the game Celeste instead of read this. This is still a fine read, and if you don't like video games, read this. But honestly, when this came out before Celeste, if I read it first, I would have loved it. But because I've played Celeste, it just feels really similar and not as interesting, which kind of sucks, because I was hoping it's just going to be guns, crazy, wild, murder shenanigans, but it's actually pretty tame compared to what I was led to believe. But I mean, it's still very good. The art's great. The story is interesting. It is still fun. I am enjoying it, but I probably would have just enjoyed it more if there wasn't the parallels to compare between this. But that's what it is, right? So yeah, I got that, and then I picked up two here, or a few here. There was a free comic book day at the beginning of May. I almost said March, and out for that, picking up issues, I picked up some graphic novels. We got Justice League No Justice, because I believe this ties into the start of the new Teen Titans team, the Adam Glass run. It kept mentioning going back to this, I believe, in the start of that run, or referencing things, so I figured I'd pick this up. It'll give me some context. I know I think this is where the Justice League Odyssey starts as well, so that's where Starfire and that go, which I'm interested in because I really like Starfire as a character. And yeah, I'm just kind of bummed because there's not much Raven or anyone right now. So this is kind of my way to branch back out into the Justice League universe, and then I'll probably get into Justice League universe, even though I've heard it's probably ending and a lot of people aren't really reading it, but I'm curious. But yeah, so that was New Justice, and then the other one I picked up is Euthanauts, which this is one of the best graphic novels I've read probably ever. Probably just one of the most interesting stories I've ever read. The art is amazing. They have the covers in here and they're all amazing. There's some adult content, but it's basically dealing with death. It's about trying to reach people in the afterlife and different ways, and it's really, really interesting, really dark, but not in a way that's overbearing, and it's a very interesting look at what it means to die and to move on, and I would highly recommend it. I don't really know how to explain this series. It's very hard. It's just one of those series you have to kind of take a chance and read and see if you like it. And the art, though, is probably the one thing I can try to use to sell it, because if anything else, there is that. These covers are absolutely gorgeous. There's one more here. Here's my favorite cover. There's another fantastic cover there. But yeah, it's by Teenie Howard and Nick Robles, and I've read some other Teenie Howard stuff I was interested in, but I don't think it's so much her creator-owned stuff. But Nick Rubles hits it out of the park with the art, and the writing is actually fantastic. And I would highly, highly recommend at least checking this out. Maybe picking up an issue or two, like uh, on some online. I can't remember the name of where you buy comics online now. Comixology, duh. Maybe pick up an issue on Comixology to see what you think. If you like it, pick it up because it's really good. Next up here I have Isola issue 1 by Brendan Fletcher and Carl Kerschel. They worked on the Gotham Academy series, which I adored and loved, so I was really interested in this for a while. And then I saw a live stream Carl Kerschel was doing inking pages from what's the second sort of arc, and it just looked gorgeous, and I was like, okay, I need to buy this now. I haven't gotten around to reading it yet, but I'm really excited for when I do because it just looks incredible, and I can't wait. I'm probably reading this one once I finish High Crimes. And then 2 other books I got on sale, cheap, off Amazon. Batgirl, Volume 1, Batgirl Burnside. This is technically like halfway through the New 52 run, and this is another Brendan Fletcher book, surprisingly. I had book 2 already I got on sale, so this is the first book of the run, even though again it's like I reset halfway through 52, but so I hadn't read 2 yet. Gonna read this and 2, and then continue until it hits Rebirth, and then probably go back and read the beginning 52 series. I've read some of this so far. I haven't finished, but it's been pretty interesting. This is the one that has the controversial storyline, I believe, with what's his name, the guy who's pretending to be Batgirl, and the way it was worded at first made it seem like it was like, oh, bad transgender person, evil, and then they changed the wording to make it clear that wasn't what they're going for. But yeah, it's some interesting history around this one. But yeah, I'm excited to read more Batgirl. I really enjoy the Batgirl runs that have come out. I'm planning to pick them all up, though still having troubles with the first Cassandra Cain one because it ends halfway, so I'm picking those up in singles. But the second run, which is really funny to me that Barbara Gordon didn't actually get her own run till like the 3rd Batgirl run, but the second one is Stephanie Brown's. This I got super cheap. There's some damage up in the top corner here you can kind of see, which is why there's a remainder mark. But these are usually like $36 Canadian, $34 Canadian new. I got this for about $12. Yeah, it's being sold for 26 still at the time, used too, and I got it for about $12, which is really good. This is the Stephanie Brown run. This is the second half, and I have the first half coming to me in the mail right now, so I'm really excited to read through all this because I really enjoy Stephanie Brown. I've mostly read her appearances in the first Batgirl run, which have been fun, and then New 52 Batman Eternal, which I really enjoyed her in, so I'm really excited to see her own original standalone run, sort of. And yeah, hoping to branch out and learn more about her because she's a very fun character. So then I've got a few more graphic novels here. I mentioned a site that I found books really cheap in graphic novels. So I picked up Sideways Volume 1 of 2. Apparently there's Dark Knight's Metal stuff in here, which I haven't read at all, which I might need to, but I was really interested in this new hero. They sounded interesting. I enjoyed the idea of them being like all into social media because I have a really funny, well, it's not really funny, but I like the idea of possibly like a social media team that's like him, Kid Flash, Wallace, and Garfield Logan. Why can't I not remember his name? But because they're all like sort of into social media and like celebrities, so like a celebrity team. And it's like, oh, they could do like a sitcom type or like a reality show thing. And then I came across West Coast Avengers and like, oh, someone's done that already. Cool. So, and then they killed West Coast Avengers. So I'm like, damn it. But you know, the idea was there, and the fact that West Coast Avengers was so good when I found that meant there was some merit to it. But yeah, no, this hero just seems really cool. I believe he like shifts between dimensions, which is really interesting. And yeah, I was just interested in these new heroes they're pushing, like him and Silencer. They didn't have any of the Silencer issues on sale, but I might check her stuff out as well soon. But yeah, just really cool to check out Sideways, because I'm very curious about this new hero who might never be shown again. But hopefully he will. And then another one I got from there, which these are all 60% off or more. Or that one was 60% off. This one was too. This is Titan's Hunt, Road to Rebirth. This is the connecting piece between Teen Titans from New 52 and then the Teen Titans and Titans Rebirth series. I haven't read this yet. I've just got it, and yeah, it's one I was meaning to read because, you know, I really like Titans and Teen Titans. They're my favorite team. I really don't like the art in this, though. It's the same artist who did Titans, and I never really liked his art either, which I think the last chapter in here is literally... Yeah, this chapter here, I think, is the first chapter of the Titans book as well, but, like, I'm curious to see how it connects them, because, you know, there's gotta be something there as to why, you know, Raven and them weren't in. It looks like there's a lot of Hawk and Dove stuff, which I wasn't expecting, but yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this. I still have to find the last two of the Will Pfeiffer run of Teen Titans, the last two books of those, but they're out of print and really hard to find. But then once I get those, I guess I'll go back through Scott Lobdell's stuff. I'm only gonna buy them used and on sale if I can find them really cheap for the Lobdell stuff. But yeah, my next goal is to find those Pfeiffer books and then probably start picking up the omnibuses for all the really old stuff, like the Jeff Johns and the new Teen Titans stuff. But yeah, so that's cool for me, getting more of my Titans collection. And then the last one from that site is the Jeff Lemire Trillium Deluxe Edition hardcover book. This is regularly like $46 Canadian. I got it, it's almost in new condition for about $15 Canadian, which is amazing, and that's why I love that site. And Liquidated Books. There's a remainder mark on the bottom, but that's about it. I guess remainder mark on the bottom and a bit of creasing here that you can't really see well on just the dust jacket, which this book actually is really cool, because the dust jacket, you know, it's a sci-fi story. I don't know much about it. I haven't gotten to read it yet. It's on my list of graphic novels to read through, but you take the dust jacket off and it's the opposite, which is really, I really like that. I think that's cool. And I don't think there's anything really on the back. Yeah, no. But yeah, it's mostly just some damage to the dust jacket when it came in, but it was super cheap for what it was, and it's cool to get in hardcover. And meaning to read more Jeff Lemire stuff because I'm a fan, so. There's two more things. I got Eternity Girl, the Young Animal graphic novel. So I got this for my birthday, because it was my birthday this month as well, which is where I had some extra money to buy some more of this stuff. Again, also the sales. I've heard this is absolutely bizarre and nonsense of a graphic novel, but the art looked amazing, so I really wanted it, and my brother got it for me, which is cool. But yeah, the art just looks super cool. And that's my number one thing with these Young Animal books. All the time, they don't have the best stories, but the art is just crazy and wild and really interesting, and I really enjoy them for that aspect. And they're usually more experimental types of storytelling, so it's just cool for something different to read. He also got me Milk Wars, but it came damaged, so he returned it for a new one that also came damaged, so he returned that, and he's gonna have to buy another. Don't buy books from Amazon. But yeah, I'm hoping to collect some more of the Young Animal stuff, especially with it starting back up. I want to pick up the Shade stuff next, I think, and then I guess Doom Patrol and Cape Carson eventually. I don't know what, I'm sure there's some other Young Animal stuff I'm forgetting about, but yeah, I have all of the Mother Panic stuff already, which is cool. I really enjoyed Mother Panic, though the Gotham AD stuff not so much as the first. It might make more sense once I read Milk Wars, though, but yeah, just cool arty thing. And then the last thing I have here, which I almost forgot about, is actually a Zine. I picked up a Land of the Lustrous Zine, which I had pre-ordered ages ago. I haven't pre-ordered a Zine in a while, maybe I should. My problem is the shipping always costs more than the book, and I'm paying a fortune for them because they're always from the States, and even though I want to support them, it's just really hard for me to financially do so, but so we got, I totally forget their names because it's been forever since I watched it, but we got a sticker, and then a bookmark as an extra, which is a quite gorgeous bookmark, and it's put together, I believe, by Ghostly Goods. You can check them out, and this is... Oh, wait, no, it was upside down. Here we go. This is the right way, I think. Yeah. So it's called World. It's a Land of the Lustrous Zine, and it's all sort of landscape shots of the landscape and the world and the characters, and it's really cool and really neat. And I like the sort of format being different. I wish it was a bit bigger because this is pretty small. Though I guess the irregular size of the book maybe made printing costs kind of weird, but yeah, it was a... I believe the extra money went for the benefit of the Nature Conservancy, so it was a for charity, which most are, because if they aren't, then it's for profit, and then people sue you. But yeah, no, this was cool. It's added to my growing collection of Land of the Lustrous Signs, so I haven't seen many lately since the show ended, so maybe if it gets to season 2, I'll see a bunch more show up, and maybe grab some more of those. But yeah, so that was the last little pickup of mine this month when it showed up. I also grabbed a ton of physical books, but I'm probably gonna be starting a physical books. These are all physical books, Western books. But I'm probably gonna be starting a booktuber channel, possibly. I keep saying it and then not doing it, but I would like to start one of those, and then you can hear me re-wrapping this. But yeah, I'm probably gonna start one of those somewhere else, and so those will show up there. But yeah, that is my haul for May. There's a lot of stuff because birthday month means I have birthday money, and then also finding some really ridiculously good sales. I'm a bargain hunter. It lets me buy twice as much as I normally would, which is, you know, the whole point of finding bargains. But yeah, so that is all for now. I know I missed some comic videos and stuff, but no one really seems to care, so I don't know if I'll keep doing those or not. They didn't seem that popular, but I'll maybe move that over if I'm doing a Western book channel and do that. I don't know if I'd keep showing graphic novels here and move those over, because I've bought so much more graphic novels lately than I have manga that this, you know, the hauls here would start getting kind of small, the videos here would get small. I just need to figure out some way of making better content and more content, and that means not being lazy, so we'll see. But yeah, that is all for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Comment, like, rate, subscribe, whatever. Do whatever you want. Uninstall Chrome. Get rid of your browser. Never come back. You know, go wild with it. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next month, because I'll probably have something for you. So yeah, thanks for watching and take care.